Good afternoon, everyone. This afternoon, we will learn something about the importance of eating right kind of foods. Sometimes, we are eating any kind of foods and we are thinking that is good for our body. Let's try to think it over. Whether junk foods has an equal nutrients of foods in grow, and glow. Let's have a debate of this about resolving whether junk food is good for the health of the kids. May I call on the MC for today's debate. Let's welcome Rensmart Makshan.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, we are going to have a class debate. The proposition was, let it be resolved that junk food is good for the health of the kids. The group of affirmative sides are the following: Lawrence Dion Baldeo, Maria Erika Donguines, Zaina Elisha Barakia, Julian Panes, Adrian Pendon, and KD De La Cruz. In the negative side are Pauline Espadero, Shena May Raymond, Giselle Marie Mayordomo, Arshel Gwyneth de Guzman, Ayesha Dong Pilaes, and Carlene Dago. Our board of judges are Mr. Ronald F. Ramirez, Mrs. Marisa Escandar, and Mr. Emis Nieves. Our timekeeper is Gabriel Cara Rizalo. Each member of the group is given a 1 to 2 minutes to share his or her ideas or opinions. Let us begin our debate. May I call the members of the affirmative side.
Good afternoon, everyone. I agree that junk foods are good for the health of the kids. Junk food comes in a lot of colors, so eating them is fun. When you're hungry and in a hurry, you can easily grab junk food at a nearby store. Junk food is cheaper than organic food or prepared vegetables at home. You save time if you prefer junk food. Since all junk food comes in an instant preparations, you just drink instant noodles when you're hungry, or drink instant coffee if you wish to be refreshed. Eating junk food creates friendship because you come to share it with other friends. Junk food tastes better than organic food or vegetables prepared by mothers. Junk food is so handy, easy to keep. That's why everyone can have it on bags and eat it when needed. That's all. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I believe that junk food is good for the health. Junk food is cheap. When we say junk food is cheap, we're not kidding. Of course it's cheaper to buy real food and cook it at home. But it's not what we want to do. To have someone else go shopping for us, cook our dinner for us, or someone else to wrap it nicely for us, and give us some knives and fork, take a quite a bit time and effort. To do it all for the prices they charge just goes how to show efficient they are. Junk food is cheap, particularly if you remember that you're outsourcing your time. Junk food has some nutrients. Junk food critics focus on bad things in the food. The high levels of food and fat, and so on. Fair enough, but that does not include the good things in junk food. Chickens are a vegetable and have important nutrients. Tomatoes are good antioxidant. Onion is a great anti-inflammatory. Lettuce has stuff. There will be definitely some fiber in there somewhere. Critics may also argue that the quantity of nutrients in junk food is very small. We're not arguing the point, but still, there are some nutrients. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I agree that junk food is good for the health of the kids. Junk foods are high-calorie and low-nutrient foods, also called snack food or fast food. Also known as cheap food containing high levels of calories from sugar or with little fiber, protein, vitamins, or minerals. Junk food has also health benefits. Its ingredients consist of rich nutrients which can contribute in fighting against certain seasonal diseases as well. Junk foods are easy to prepare and are readily available anywhere. When time becomes a problem for busy people like working moms and employees, junk food becomes their option or choice. Junk food are cheap and delicious. Many people enjoy eating them. Junk food are also healthy and keep people on the go. As long as junk foods are taken as part of their balanced meal in a day and not taken or eaten excessively, there is no harm in eating junk foods. Junk foods make children and adults happy. Sharing junk foods in family and friends during meals while watching TV or going out on a picnic is fun. That's all. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I agree that junk food is good for the health of the kids. I also believe that allowing kids to keep a few of their favorite snacks at home, preferably on a high shelf and behind closed door, can prevent them from feeling deprived. Still, there should be some limits about how much candy, cookies, and ice cream you keep at home, and there may be too much temptation for some children, so it's important to help kids decide what's right for them. The key to helping children is make good choices, is to expose them to nutrient-packed food from an early age and teach them appropriate portions. No kid should feel guilt or shame when having a treat, especially if he or she is in good health and a healthy body weight. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Adrian Epedon, and I agree that junk food is good for the health of the kids. It's a free country. Kids should be able to buy what they want. We should have the same freedom as adults. Not all junk food is bad, even though it helps you stay up in the morning and be happy. If they do start sell foods, more kids won't buy the food. If they start to sell healthy things, kids won't be happy. They might even go on strike.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a free country. Kids should be able to buy what they want. We should have the same freedom as adults. Not all junk food is bad, even though it helps you stay up in the morning and be happy. If they do start to sell foods, more kids will buy the food. If they do start to sell healthy things, kids won't be happy. Then they might even go on strike. Not all junk food is unhealthy. Not all junk food is unhealthy for you. For example, sugar and salt are vital to one's health. They provide strength and resistance. Also, junk food is not unhealthy if you only eat small amounts of it. Yes, it helps you be awake. Kids will wake up in the morning with junk food. They can be all sad and miserable. The sugar will help you keep awake with a sugar rush. I agree that healthy options should always be available, but these are kids. If the parents are wise, they will teach them what they need to know, unless they are new children. Then parenting shouldn't be available to them, unless the child is being hurt.
Thank you very much, the group of affirmative side. Now, let's hear the group coming from the negative side.
Good afternoon, everyone. Many kinds of diseases are caused due to junk food, like heart attack, cancer, food poison, memory loss, etc. Junk food causes malnutrition. Junk food is high in calories. We need sodium in daily diet, but only about 1,500. And junk food contain high amount of sodium, which can cause high blood pressure. Junk food can make gain weight, and 66% of people are overweighted because of this. Even though it tastes nice, it has a lot of chemicals in it. Even though I think it should be banned, I think you are allowed to have junk food that have a creative amount. Therefore, I believe that junk food is not good for the health of kids because these foods contain salt used as preservatives that can increase blood pressure and other ailments. recommend that it should not be taken by the kids like us because it can only damage our body organs. But instead, we should eat fruits and leafy vegetables in order for us to be healthy. There's a saying that health is wealth. Once again, good afternoon to all of us. Good afternoon, everyone. We eat different foods every day, but are we eating the right food? Fast food can be defined as any food that contributes a little or no nutrients value to the diet, but instead provides calories and fat. There are millions of fast food restaurants in the world that offers the customers plenty of different foods with a special price. Remember, do not eat too much junk food because it causes sickness like UTI, urinary tract infection. That's all. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Giselle Marie Di Mayordomo, and now I will give a speech about why should we not eat unhealthy foods, or also called junk food. Junk food is a term for cheap food containing high levels of calories from sugar or fat with little fiber, protein, vitamins, or minerals. Why should we stay away from junk food? This is generally saturated fat, which can increase cholesterol. Sugar-processed foods are also generally high in sugars, which can make them very high in calories. Salt is used as a preservative in foods and can increase blood pressure and cause bloating. What happens to your body when you eat a lot of junk food? Diabetes and heart disease. The excessive amount of sodium in fast food can lead to elevated blood pressure. High blood pressure is a risk factor for heart disease and stroke. A diet high in saturated fat and trans fats also increase the risk of these diseases by clogging the arteries. Therefore, I hereby recommended that junk foods shall be stopped serving to all students, for these will not help us at all in our studies, rather than it will destroy our body organs and ruin our future. Thank you. That is all.
Good afternoon, everyone. I believe that junk food is highly unhealthy and can transform fit, healthy human beings into obese and lazy people. Is this what we want Earth to become for the future generations? I should think not. Eating too much junk food can cause your life to be shortened, and this is terrible. This is why I believe that junk food should be banned. According to WebMD, eating too much junk food could result in decreases in brain function. According to Consumer Health Digest, there are several types of food that are bad for brain health. The additives and preservatives in junk food can have impairing effects on cognition. Foods with a high level of salt also have been shown to reduce cognitive performance. Studies have also shown that fatty foods impair cognition. In addition, foods that contain residual amounts of pesticides might cause negative effects on brain health. Thank you. Once again, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everyone. I believe that junk food is bad for the health. High levels of trans fat found in a number can cause deposition of fats in the liver, which can cause dysfunction. It can cause type 2 diabetes. When you eat healthy diet, your body gets a steady supply of glucose, which helps to maintain insulin sensitivity. In recent decades, junk food, fast food, and convenience food consumption in the United States have increased of numerous chronic disease and account for a long list of reasons why eating junk food is bad. Junk food harms the body in ways weight gain like destructive hormones and beyond weight gain like changes in taste and greater risk for mental health problems. Women in a bad mood felt worse after eating junk food, adding a layer of complexity to studies of emotional eating. Should kids eat more healthy food than junk food? I think yes.
I mean, kids should eat healthy food like vegetables. Junk food only at least once a week. Junk food are cheap foods containing high levels of calories from sugar and fat. Health effects: increases risk of obesity, increases risk of heart diseases, it causes learning and memory problems, increases risk of dementia, lessens ability to control appetite, triggers digestive systems, causes fatigue and weakness, affects brain functions, increases risk of kidney diseases, increases risk of liver diseases, increases risk of cancer. Junk food is really bad for our own health. We should not eat junk food. Thank you.
Thank you, dear classmates of negative side. At this point, let us witness the rebuttal. Each thrown question will be answered by the member of each group. May I call on the affirmative side to start the rebuttal?
According to my opponent, in the negative side, not all junk food is unhealthy. I am not amenable for that statement because it contains too much salt and benzene that will cause urinary tract infection or it is true that not all junk food is unhealthy. This states that you should not eat too much to avoid disease or ailments like UTI.
Yes, my dear opponents, on my negative side, junk food has nutrients, not only jerkins but also tomatoes are good antioxidant, onion as anti-inflammatory, and lettuce as stuff. These are some foods that have fibers and could be found anywhere and everywhere.
As you were saying, the junk food has some nutrients. To mention like jerkins are vegetable and have important nutrients. Are there some more junk foods that must be considered have some nutrients? You said a while ago that eating a lot of junk foods can cause diabetes and heart disease. So this will damage some part of our body organs like kidney pain.
You're absolutely right, my dear opponent. It can cause diabetes and heart disease. So, why stop eating junk foods? Eat the right kind of food that are cheap and nutritious as well.
The ideas presented are very clear and well presented. Kudos to both teams. The information, ideas, and facts that we gained from this debate, it will help us a lot to know more, better, and find out the best answer. Let us bear in mind that whatever we do, it's for the benefit of ourselves. Let us strive more in our studies, learn more from each other's ideas and opinions. For more information regarding our debate, may I turn over the floor to our beloved class advisor, Ma'am Rose D. Garaygay.
Thank you very much, children, for that information. Are you happy with our debate?
Yes, ma'am!
Okay, what insights did you get from the debate and why? Yes?
While listening to the debate, I have learned that not all junk food are unhealthy. This states that we should not eat too much to avoid disease or ailments like UTI.
Thank you very much. Now, if you were asked, are junk food good for the health of the child? Why or why not? Yes.
Junk foods are not good for the health because these foods have side effects like increases risks of cancer, kidney, liver diseases, and it can cause learning and memory problems. That's why I believe that junk food is really bad for the health.
Okay, another one. Yes.
I believe that junk food is good for the health because this contains nutrients and some of them have good oxidants, inflammatory, and fibers.
Now, we have heard from the both sides their reasons why they must eat junk food and why they do not eat junk food. Just remember that eating the right kind of food will make our body strong and healthy. I would like to thank the panel of judges, Sir Ronald Ramirez, Sir Annie Sinieres, and Ma'am Marisa Estenar. Thank you very much.